G'day kids, it's the Rad Dad here, and I'm in Old Town Alexandria, and I'm going to show you how to make my granola.
I'd like to ask a few questions about this breakfast cereal.
As you know, granola or muesli,
Hey man, I just want some muesli.
as we like to call it in Australia, is essentially a whole bunch of rolled oats with a whole bunch of other shit thrown in to make it taste good. So what do I use? So for example, for nuts, I use almonds, macadamias, sunflower kernels here, pumpkin seeds, coconut flakes, some sweet and sour cherries, also some cranberries if you have them. I like to throw in some Smart Brand if you can find it, but if you can't find that, you could always use some high fiber breakfast cereal.
Make sure you stock up all the poo tickets, boys. This one's going to get a flogging today.
We're also going to add in some brown rice crisps. For a sweetener, I add in honey, maple syrup, some spices, namely cinnamon, and some nutmeg. I also use some coconut oil. This one comes in a small packet. Now obviously you can add whatever you like to this. It's up to you and how you want to flavour it. Now to actually cook it, you can do it in the oven, you can do it in the Thermomix, but I will be using a KitchenAid multi-cooker with a stirring arm and also a KitchenAid chopper. So the first step is to get that KitchenAid multi-cooker up to temperature. First, let's turn this bad boy on. This one's already set to 100 degrees and boil, 100 degrees centigrade. And let's press start. Now we'll touch the stirring arm. It's in. Turn the bowl around so it matches up like a ram. Done. So it's off and running.
It's hot, damn hot, real hot. Hotter than this is my shorts. I can cook things in it. Little crotch pot cooking.
Next step is to add in the oil, honey, and the maple syrup. I'll give the arm a bit of a turn to get that mixed in a bit. And now I want to add in the oats. I'm going to use 4 cups worth. 1, 2, 3. Now give that a good mix. You can also use the spatula to give it an extra mix as well. That makes sure that the oats are coated with the sweeteners and also the oil. Now that we've got the oats on, we'll start adding in the nuts, and what we'll want to do is actually chop them up, and you can chop them up as finely or as coarsely as you would like. 4 large cups of oats. I'm going to add about 1/4 of a cup of nuts each. As you can see there's the granularity of the almonds. Now pour them in. Now of course, if you are using the Thermomix, you'll need to chop up the nuts first. Next we'll add in the macadamias. There's the consistency of the macadamias. The last bit of chopping we need to do is we need to add in the coconut flakes. Because the coconut flakes are quite bulky, I need to add in probably about a cup of those. That's the consistency of the coconut flakes. Next we'll add in the sunflower kernels. Once again, just add in about a quarter of a cup. Quarter of a cup of pumpkin seeds. Let's add in the cinnamon. Some nutmeg. And that does it for the moment, so we don't need to put in the fibre yet, and also the rice flakes because they're already pre-cooked. Now while the ingredients are actually cooking away, you can chop up the cherries and also the cranberries if you have them. I unfortunately don't have any with me because I ate them last night. Once again, we want around about a quarter of a cup of cherries. There's probably around about that much here. And simply just get a knife and start chopping them into smaller pieces. They will stick to the blade, so you'll need to take them off the blade every so often. So that's mostly it. We now just have to wait for the oats to cook in the slow cooker, which will take around about an hour to do. Now I like to add the lid on to get a bit of heat going, allowing for a little bit of ventilation there so that the moisture can get out of the oats while they're cooking away. The stirring arm's set to go off every 2 minutes just to give the oats a little bit of a stir around so that the oats don't burn at the bottom of the multi-cooker. Now time to add the other ingredients. Rice. A high fibre bran. And sour cherries. Give them a little bit of a stir, help stir them in. Now at this stage we can actually turn this off. Cover it up again. And there should be enough heat in here to keep this going for quite a while, at least another hour. All right, it's now cooled down, so now we just need to take the mixture out and put it in our bottles.
Because it keeps my cereal fresh. And now I have the freshest cereal.
So that's how I make my granola.